Welcome to a video by Far North Bushcraft and Survival. We are on a trip with our friends AK Trapper, Mr. and Mrs. AK Trapper. We're gonna head back into the back country and camp for a few days with our good friends. We'll see you back at camp. Well, here's our campsite. Here's our good friends that we're camping with, Mr. and Mrs. AK Trapper, YouTube channel. And we're fixing breakfast this morning. So, let me tell you a little bit about this tent. This is AK Trapper's tent that it's made out of poly tarps, and he sewed it together and made a wall tent. As you can see, it's got a stove jack. Well, you can't see, but that little green cover right there it's covering up a stove jack, and he puts a stove in there in the fall when we're hunting. And over here is our 8-man teepee by Seek Outside. We also have the titanium breakdown stove that we use with the teepee, though we're not using it on this trip. You can see the stove jack right up there on the right hand side. And we love this tent. The thing is huge. Okay, let's take a look inside here. We've got some low cots that we're using for the first time, and really like them. Like I said, we don't have the stove in here this time. The stove would set right in here, but this 8-man teepee has worked out real well for size. We enjoy it. And then with the guy out points, guide out, that gives us a little extra room down there where our cots are. So I just wanted to show what the tent is like when you open up both doors. It really airs out well. So we opened up both doors and give it more air. Okay. The mosquitoes on this trip were quite bad. and I'm using a picaridin-based mosquito repellent for the first time, and I was pleased with how it worked. It was quite effective. Perhaps not quite as effective as a DEET-based repellent, but it still worked quite well. I was happy with it. I enjoy spending time out in the woods with my lovely bride of 30-plus years. She helps me be who I am. Speaking of that lovely bride, her and I decided we needed to get away and do a little bit of fishing. So we left Mr. and Mrs. AK Trapper in camp to enjoy some alone time. And we hit the water again. Headed out and we found this little creek, and so the contest was on who was going to catch the first fish. Right here, the tiller handle got caught on my vest and caused me to lose my balance trying to free the tiller, but all is well that ends well. During this trip, we fished in a couple of different creeks, and we only managed to catch the one. And this is a grayling that we caught, and we fixed him up for breakfast and really enjoyed it. Now this fire pit, notice how it's built. It has an open front with rocks along both sides, and notice that rock on the end. And what that rock on the end does is it causes kind of a chimney effect. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but look at the flames of the fire that's burning. They lean back towards that rock. That helps draw in air from the front here, back across the logs and then up along that end rock there. It's a fantastic fire lay. It's my favorite fire lay for cooking on. Well, I thank you for joining Connie and I on this camp out, and we're looking forward to seeing you on our next adventure. Hope you have a good one, and you take care. We'll see you on the next video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up and to share it, as well as subscribe so you don't miss any more. And check out these suggested videos here. Thank you.